First we had Captain Ithan, and now we've got Quiggold the phone. Who's this guy? I don't know. Some weird-looking goblin. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen of the holotables, and how we all doing on this fine evening. We've got the kit reveal for the second marquee of the pirate era, even though we haven't had our era battles for the pirates. Not that I'm bitter about it at all, ladies and gentlemen, honestly. It's Quiggold, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a baby rancor. You know, just had a kid with an ewok. Something like that. Quiggold. All right, Quiggold. What is Quiggold? Who is Quiggold? Why is Quiggold? He is a dark side alignment tank, pirate, scoundrel, Order 66 raid unit. Really? I mean, so far my testing with Captain Ithan, has proven that the pirates are garbage in the raid and garbage everywhere so far, but hey, let's keep going. Quiggold has strong synergy with Captain Ithano and other pirates that are yet to come. He is a tank for the Pilates. His Territory Battle Omicron, that got me excited. Prayer Necklace significantly bolsters Quiggold's defense. Pirate allies can't be critically hit, take reduced damage, and the first time any pirate ally loses 50% of their health, they dispel all debuffs on themselves and gain damage immunity. I'll be honest, I don't get warm in my giblets around TB ommies. It doesn't really work for me. But that's okay, I'm glad they're there for people that enjoy TB. His basic, Deck Sweeper, allows Quiggold to steal Taunt from enemies, whilst his special, Buccaneer, lets him steal Foresight and Tenacity Up and grant them to his fellow pirate allies. That's interesting. It's kind of a new mechanic, stealing buffs. Well, I suppose Grandmaster Yoda had it, but interesting. He's a Jedi. Inspiration in The Force Awakens, Quiggold and Captain Ithano were pirates that Finn joined up with right before the First Order attacked Mars's castle on Takodana. Yes, they were, maybe. Don't remember them. Quiggold also carries a set of prayer beads made from hyperdrive plotter pins, and he would rub them in moments of stress. He's got stress balls in a rosary made out of hyperdrive plotter pins. Good to know. When it came to his weapon, we very much took inspiration from the action figure. Quiggold's heavy repeating blaster, Deck Sweeper. Just look how big that thing, just run and get out of its way. Strategy tips. Be aware when facing teams that can inflict buff immunity, as that will impact the stealing of taunt and buffs. Spread his stacks of profit wisely, as some of the buffs that he gains, such as Bulwark, Retaliate, and Stun immunity, rely on the amount of stacks that he has. Okay. When using his Buccaneer special ability, focus on targeting Sith, because his ability has additional effects against them. Extra bonuses versus Sith. Wasn't expecting that. How do we unlock Quiggold? Marquee starting on Tuesday next week. Is Quiggold required for the GL unlock of Hondo Onaka, the Pirate King? Yes, you need Quiggold at Relic 5. I like at least that they're keeping the relics for the new marquees low. This is a far cry from what we had from GL Ahsoka so far. Last time GL Ahsoka, what was it? 3 Relic 9s, 6 marquees at Relic 7. These ones so far, Captain Ithano was Relic 3, Quiggold was Relic 5. Very easy, achievable relic levels, even though they are new marquees. And yes, we still do need an R9 OG Hondo. Moving on then, the basic, Deck Sweeper. It is rather a big gun. It reminds me of like something out of Quake. Is his basic an AoE? That's kind of sick. His basic is an AoE. Cool. Final text. Steal any taunt from all enemies and reset its duration. If no taunt was stolen, and if Quiggold had 2 or more stacks of profit, he consumes 2 of them and taunts 1 turn. Okay. It's cool that his basic is an AoE. At least I think it's an AoE. It doesn't actually say it does physical damage or special damage. That might be an oversight by this. Yeah, it doesn't say it does any damage, but I'm sure it does. Because like this dude over the back over here just absolutely decks it, doesn't he? Alright, cool. Special 1, Buccaneer, a cooldown of 4. And that's like a heavy repeating blaster. I mean, I'm not sure how he can change the firing mode of his Deck Sweeper gun, but I'm here for it. It's kind of cool. 2 AoEs then. Steal Foresight and Tenacity Up from all enemies. Now, I guarantee you this has got some clause in it that says this attack cannot be evaded. We all know what happens with Foresight thanks to Bane. Have to be able to be unavoidable in order to land. So if it's stealing Foresight, that means this attack can't be evaded, right? I'm sure we'll see that. And reset their duration. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Oh, they got the physical damage in here. And inflict tenacity down and blind for 1 turn on all enemies. This attack cannot be evaded. Can't be evaded. Okay. First of all, really cool ability. Stealing Foresight, really cool. Stealing Tenacity Up, really cool. I'm assuming when you steal it, you also dispel it from the enemy and then give it to all your allies. But then you also do AoE damage, you put Tenacity down, and you blind them? Like, I'm only halfway through that ability. That's a pretty strong ability. No wonder it's got a cooldown of 4. If Quiggold had 5 or more stacks of Prophet, consume 5 of them, and inflict 1 stack of damage over time for 2 turns to remove 50% turn meter from the target enemy, which can't be resisted. This stack of damage over time and turn meter removal is doubled if the target enemy is Sith. If no buffs were stolen, all pirate allies gain defense up and protection up. I'm not sure I like the whole using of the Prophet there. Like, for 1 stack of damage over time and 50% turn meter removal is quite nice. Can't be resisted, quite nice. And yeah, I'm not so sure on the whole consuming of 5 stacks of Prophet for 1 damage over time. Seems a little bit like, who cares? It's just 1 damage over time. And against Sith, people like Malak and Malgus, they will heal up if you put stuff like damage over time, and they take reduced damage from damage over times anyway. And then you've got some turn meter removal. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, 100% turn meter removal from Sith, that could be quite handy, I suppose. But the way the team is currently, you're just not going to win against a Sith team. We'll see how it falls out with future units. If no buffs, Solo and all pirate allies gain defense up and protection up for 2 turns. That's okay. Unique 1, First Mate. At the start of battle, Quiggold taunts for 2 turns and gains 10% defense, max health, and max protection for each pirate ally. That's pretty strong. That is pretty strong. We all love a pre-taunt, but gaining essentially 50% defense, max health, max protection, if you're in 5v5, full pirate team, pretty good. If the ally in the leader slot is a non-galactic legend light side pirate support, you could just say Maz Kanata. This taunt can't be dispelled or prevented. Oh, nice, locked in. And Quiggold gains double the stat increases. That's kind of cool. So with Maz, he's gaining 100% defense, max health, max protection. That's cool. Whenever Quiggold's health drop below 50%, he gains defense up and protection up 50% for 2 turns. And whenever he resists a debuff, he gains a stack of Prophet, max once per turn. Well, stealing Tenacity Up from the enemy will really help with that. Whenever Quiggold taunts, he gains a stack of Bulwark, max of 5 stacks, for every stack of Prophet for 2 turns. Quiggold is immune to stun if he has 5 or more stacks of Prophet. It's nice to have these sort of little things that sort of baked into his kit. I still don't like that he consumes that Prophet though. Unique 2, Prayer Necklace. Zeta and Omicron. At the start of each of his turns, if Quiggold is taunting, he gains a stack of Retaliate up to maximum of 5 stacks, for every 2 stacks of Prophet for 1 turn, which cannot be copied. Alright, if the ally in the leader slot is a non-galactic legend pirate, excluding himself, just in case you wanted to solo with him or something, and if Thano is an active ally the first time Quiggold is defeated, consume all stacks of Prophet on him and all pirate allies, recover 50% max health and max protection, and gain damage immunity for 1 turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Now I'm assuming that doesn't apply to him, because it doesn't say if, right? If the ally in the lead slot, and if Thanos is activated the first time Quiggold is defeated. So this wouldn't prevent him from dying, I don't think. He has to actually die for this to trigger it. So it's more like a sacrifice mechanic that Fives has. And then he's going to recover health and protection and damage immunity to the team and stuff like this. Okay, yeah. Whilst in TB then, don't really care, but let's read it anyway. Quiggold starts the battle with 5 stacks of Prophet and gains 250% defense and 50% tenacity. Whilst Quiggold is active, if at the start of battle there is no galactic legend ally and all other allies are pirates, enemies defeated by pirate allies can't be revived, and all pirates have 50% max health and max protection, can't be critically hit, and take 30% reduced damage. Okay, that's okay. The first time a pirate ally loses 50% of their health, they dispel all debuffs on themselves and gain damage immunity for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. This can only occur once per battle per pirate ally. This doesn't even seem that great, I'll be honest. But maybe I'm being pessimistic. Maybe with the full team, it's powerful enough that this actually works pretty well. Overall, some cool stuff in this kit. I like the stealing of stats. I like the his Buccaneer special seems very good. This one over here, stealing Foresight, stealing Tenacity Up, and then inflicting Tenacity down and blind. That's a really good special. It's a shame it's got a cooldown of 4. Other than that, it's a little bit early for us to really tell how these guys are actually going to operate. Feels like we definitely need to have Maz in the game. Feels like we definitely need to have Kix in the game as well, because Captain Athano, along with like Nest and Hondo and Sana, I don't think is going to work so well with Quiggold. Maybe I'll end up eating my words. Not sure. Let me know, guys, what are your thoughts on the little baby rancor goblin thing called Quiggold? Excited? Not excited? Or just more miffed that we still haven't got that pirate era battle? Alright, hold up, stop the press. This is Scribbles from the future. I've finished recording this video going over the kit reveal and noticed there is another post now out of CG talking about the era battles, and guess what, guys? It's not great news. Well, let's talk about it. So they must have released this after the Quiggold kit, because as I was going through the kit and doing everything, compiling it and recording the video and getting everything done and dusted and about to upload it to YouTube, I saw this one. So it looks like we're getting double bubble trouble, extra bubble. All right. Here's some information about the upcoming era battle. Hondo on deck this August. Grab your new pirate forces and set sail for the next era battle's Raiders of the Outer Rim. August? August? So the original timeline that we had, where we was, you know, and the ones that we've been following for Nightfall and also for Crimes Against the Republic, that's stopped now. You can't gain any more pirate shards as you are progressing through the era. You have to wait until August. We are in July, so we've got a whole month to wait before we can even do an era battle. All right. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. I mean, this is kind of sucky for the free-to-play players. Do you know what I'm saying? Because those early tiers, tiers 1 and tier 2, like, they give you a significant amount of shards for characters. You're potentially missing 4 runs, sorry, because they would normally run twice a week, every other week. We're missing a month's worth, essentially. That's 4 instances of the era battle, which is a minimum of 28 shards, and a maximum of potentially an extra, what, you can get 10 to 15, so let's say it's 15 per 30, 60, plus the 28, you're looking at 88 shards missed out on potentially if you happen to have done 5 stars already. Maybe CG will make it up to us with the rewards, I don't know, this kind of stinks to me. Galactic Legend Hondo, with his legendary love for a good score, in addition to the normal final tier, is bringing a bonus tier requiring Hondo himself, ensuring you'll haul in even more booty with him at your side. We are also getting Smuggler's Run 3. Now, Smuggler's Run 2 is what we had for GL Jabba the Hutt, which gave us all that really good mod slicing materials, talking about those micro attenuators to help you re-slice your mods, re-roll the stats on them. They completely skipped it since then. We had a really trashy one with GL Leia. Looks like they're bringing in a new one with Hondo, which makes complete sense. Get a little bit of a poem. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. A smuggler's run of 3, similar to Jabba's run of 2. Hondo giving more for your pirates to do. Sailing to your PC client and phones later this year. Hondo at Relic 3 and 9 required. The economy event you desired. I'm not making a job of this. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Meathead original. That's a beautiful Meathead original there. Alright, so we're getting something. I don't know. The economy event you desired. Maybe they're giving us a bunch of relic mats. Maybe it's Zeta mats. Maybe it's Omegas. I don't know. Omicrons. Who knows? It's not really giving much away there. I'm hoping it's lots of good gear to help us relic 9 more characters, but that's just me, my particular stance. Lots of signal data and lots of relic materials would be nice. Come up with your own original pirate-themed poem or shanty and leave it in the comments with your ally code for a chance to win some booty of your own. Go ahead and do it, guys. Bonus booty to the person with the most amount of likes for this submission. What about my rendition of Meathead's Poet? Does that count? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I'm not that excited that we're missing essentially 4 instances of a era battle, and if we are also still genuinely missing at least 1 additional run of Crimes Against the Republic per week, that kind of sucks as well. But hey ho, it's only just like people making plans that are economy and relic nining Mason Depth Balabi based on the assumption that we would be getting 20,000 crystals out of that particular era battle. That's another video time, I think. Anyway, back to the video. Comment section down below. I'll see you all on the very next video. Peace out. May the force be with you.